What's going on, everybody? Gamer King Tario here, and we've got another PlayStation Vita review. Today we're going to review Foosball 2012, a downloadable title off the PlayStation Network, which will cost about $8 and is a less than 200 megabit download. Now, my experience with Foosball in real life is not all that vast. It's usually just something that I would play while waiting for the air hockey table to free up, or an awkward time killer on a date that would just show how awfully uncoordinated I am to make sure that I had absolutely no chance of touching anything besides her hand the rest of the night. Foosball 2012 allows me to relive those sad memories again, but it actually is quite a solid game for being only $8. The game comes with a variety of gameplay. You can do the World Tour mode where you go from country to country to country playing different varying levels of difficulty. You can play the Quick Match mode, which allows you to set up the game any way you want to, or you can actually take your skill online and play against opponents all over the world. In terms of gameplay, I found the controls to handle very well and the action to be fast-paced. Unfortunately, I just found myself hitting the same buttons over and over and over again, the same type shot, hoping that miraculously this time it would go in, and sometimes it would, and sometimes I would get scored on. There was just too much button mashing, but fortunately this actually gets better as you play the game more. When you play the World Tour mode, if you beat an opponent without them scoring, or you beat an opponent handily, you'll gain stars, and these stars you can actually go through and purchase special maneuvers to use while you're playing the game. And these special maneuvers add that little bit of depth that the game was missing for me when I first started playing it. When to use those special moves, when to use the snake shot and other things like that really adds just that little bit of depth that keeps you playing all the more. Unlocking the special maneuvers is the main part of keep going in the game, but there's also a lot of customization that you can pick up along the way. You can unlock different Foosman varieties. You can also unlock different banners to display while you're playing online. Most of this stuff can be unlocked in the World Tour mode, which is your standard ladder match where essentially you go from place to place to place, playing different matches, unlocking something, and moving on to the next match. The one issue that I do have with the World Tour mode is the very dull difficulty curve. You play many matches on novice, easy, medium, advanced, and none of them are actually any kind of challenge until you actually hit the hard mode. So you're going to play multiple matches that are just, that were no match for my button mashing glory. Well, if you think the game's too easy, you can always take your skills online and play against other human opponents, the ultimate challenge. This was actually a mixed bag for me. The times that it actually worked, it was actually a lot of fun. I didn't have any lag and everything was working well. But there have been other times where I've tried to join a match and there's been absolutely no one online at all. I don't know, I'm hoping that this is just going to be, a little passing phase since the game has just been released. Maybe people aren't playing them, or maybe I'm playing at the wrong time of day, and as more and more people download the title, this won't be a problem, and there'll be plenty of matches. The matches that I did play, there were disconnects, and I don't think there was any punishment for disconnecting if you're going to lose a game, so that might be something you have to work on. But other than that, I had actually a really good time playing the game. It's easily a game I can see myself pulling up, playing a few matches every now and then, or jumping online and playing against other people. There's nothing wrong with a budget title providing bursts of entertainment in short doses, and if you have any interest in looking at Foosball 2012, it's easy to pick up and recommend.